Instead of taking accountability for the fact that she came off as a narcissist, instead of doing that, she decided to say instead, no, you should take this down because it doesn't make me look good. It's the same kind of thing. And I'm going to be honest with you, man, being a 48-year-old man, I don't remember this being constant. When I meet women who are, in their 30s and 40s, like that did not grow up with a cell phone through puberty, it seems like they have the capability of taking accountability. But what the problem is, when you have someone who went through puberty and had TikTok and they have this brain rot of constantly swiping away things and feelings they don't like.
Age? 46.
Are you single?
I am.
So where do you think most men go wrong when it comes on to dating women?
I would say if you have a mindset where, yo, what up? You want to be in the video there, boy?
What are we talking about?
Well, he was talking about dating and challenges with dating. You guys have any challenges with dating? Okay.
So my challenge is that nobody wants to be in a serious relationship and everybody just wants to fuck. Another challenge is they do not want to provide.
Okay.
They want to be the woman.
Okay, can I speak on that?
Okay.
Can I have a moment?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to piss them off, though. You're going to get mad, okay?
Okay.
Is that okay?
Is the rage free?
It is.
Okay, it's okay.
Is
Go
it okay?
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, for you, my feedback is this. 99% of men on the earth would probably wife you up. So you're only picking the one dude out of like 1,000 because he's the best guy. So it's not really a guy problem. It's just that you like only the best. Am I right? You want only that best guy. It's got all the options. So I promise you, now I can bring guy after guy after guy here, and they'll commit to you in 2 seconds. You'll have a husband by 5 minutes from now. You're an amazing woman to have a husband in 5 minutes. But it wouldn't be the one you want because you're only the one you can have. In your case, you gotta remember this, right? So feminism is a good thing, right? It's a good thing, right? So who got 65% of college graduations this year? Women, right? Isn't that awesome? It's a good change. Who got 65% of mortgages this year? Women. That's great, right? We're advancing.
But that doesn't matter.
Of course it doesn't. No. But one moment. I'm saying it's great. But the point is that now dudes are broke. So the problem is we're at an impasse.
I don't care that men are broke.
I know.
You should provide for your woman.
I know you don't care that about men. But what I'm saying is that you also only want the best. And so as a result of that, that's why you guys are stuck.
But it's not just the best. It's just being taken care of.
But if women have 65% of the jobs, then how are they going to take care of you?
Most women have dads who take care of them. Why would they date a man who doesn't take care of them?
You're right, but the challenge is that we have to bridge the gap. Because if a girl's going to have 65% of the jobs, we got to bridge the gap. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
I'm not following.
So if you're a guy and 35% of jobs only go to men, what you going to do to pay for that girl? It's tough, but you want the best. I understand that.
He just has to work harder.
Yeah, work harder, you little.
He's not working
harder, okay? I don't care about you. You f***ing work, okay? And
He's not working hard enough.
Yeah. Forget about stats, math.
My dad came from nothing. You're not working hard enough.
Because of what era he came from.
Okay.
Like goes Wes Watson at the end.
Yes. So I want to bring up a couple things. Owen is one of my best friends, and I saw that video, and that is one of the clearest signs of like how I don't know if that girl is a narcissist. What I do know is I believe social media is turning a lot of women, and by the way, a lot of men too, into narcissists. In this case, she literally says, hey, these men have no money, they're broke and it's harder for men to find a job. It is harder for men to find a job now. 65%, 68% of college graduates are now female. When that happens, what happens is you should expect the earning potential for men to decrease and the earning potential for women to increase. That's totally fine. I know some people have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with it. What I have a problem with is that when I explain how much more difficult it's going to be for women to then find a man who makes more money than her, it's a simple function of economics. There's no opinion involved. It's totally a dispassionate conversation. The response I get, not just from her, I've seen this several times, is your dick is not my problem. I don't care. Make more money. Take care of me. That's Sadia Khan. That's a lack of impulse control. That is grandiosity.
Wait, what?
That's what I'm saying is like how we were explaining the narcissism. This is narcissism that has been created. Those two women were threatened to sue Owen after that video came out. They threatened to sue him and
sue him for what?
And
they consented on camera.
Correct. Yeah. Though. The way the federal law is written is if you see the camera on screen, that provides consent. That initiates consent. The issue is if they had come to Owen and said something to the effect of, hey, listen, that's not representative of who I am as a person. I had a little bit to drink and I really shouldn't have said that. Right. And I apologize. Could you take the video down? I actually think Owen would have taken it down. That's not what she said. Instead of taking accountability for the fact that she came off as a narcissist, instead of doing that, she decided to say instead, no, you should take this down because it doesn't make me look good. It's the same kind of thing. And I I'm going to be honest with you, man, being a 48-year-old man, I don't remember this being constant. When I meet women who are, in their 30s and 40s, like they did not grow up with a cell phone through puberty, it seems like they have the capability of taking accountability. But what the problem is, when you have someone who went through puberty and had TikTok and they have this brain rot of constantly swiping away feelings they don't like, then they
It's
get
literally
into a situation.
called brain rot.
Yeah, it's called brain rot.
Kids call it
brain
brain rot.
It's brain rot.
It's crazy.
That TikTok provides for
Oh my
you.
God, you guys.
This
They're
massive levels of brain rot. And so we see this level of narcissism that's coming. Men get narcissism too. You want to know where they get it? Sometimes men become extremely wealthy, or they get addicted to pornography, or this is a very common one for me. When I have self-help clients that are addicted to prostitution, those guys they have these narcissistic tendencies. They actually believe that these women are attracted to them. It's wild level of delusion and the grandiosity that you see in those situations. So anyway, I want to bring that up. Any of you guys have any thoughts on that or the Sadia Khan situation?
That there's a lot of lack of empathy regarding the plight of men.
Yeah.
They just don't see it whatsoever. It's all about what's going on in my life, which is the classic narcissist scenario. So she can still feel that way, but at least have some compassion along the way.
Yeah, go ahead.
I feel like that woman that's like, you need to take care of me. Like, she's never had a day of struggle in her life, and her parents always gave her everything.
Sure.
I just lived with someone that was like that. His parents gave him everything. So when it came down to, just money, just money. So it's just having that mentality. It's like, okay, your ancestors fought for feminism. You have to go to work, deal with it.
But also, like, what does she provide, right? Like, if I'm going to scream
what do you provide? Do you cook? Do you clean?
Right, like, provide for me. Well, when you come home, like, your clothes are going to smell like Bounty dryer sheets, and, like, all the dishes are going to be put away, and, like, the house is going to be in order. Like, what do I provide on the table, Like,
I
Ladies,
cook, I
ladies.
clean, I suck dick, and I shut the up.
my God.
Exactly. Like, just
That's
know
so
your place and
misogynistic.
stick
I
with
can't
it.
believe you say that out loud. And just a little fabuloso will go a long way, ladies. Seriously, come home. The place smells like Mexico and
Fabuloso.
lavender.
You don't even need to clean. Just light an incense stick.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, it smells so clean in here.
Put some booty shorts on. Have the cheeks hang out a little bit.
Yeah.
Incredible.
It's
All
really
right.
providing
some
though.
hot water
Honestly,
around and
yeah.
pan.
I was just going to say is that I think what happens is when we have this imbalance with guys who are like supposed to live up to producing, they have a burden of performance, right? They've got to be able to, create more like surplus resources than they expend, right? There has to be that because that's what women are looking for in an evolutionary perspective, right? They're looking for the guy who can protect, provide, and be parentally invested.
Sure.
So that aspect of it. And then there's the other chick who says, I just want dick, right? And so that's the opposite. That's the flip side to
They're both doing it
right
the
there.
service
Or
for
yeah, the
society
same.
as far
So
as I'm
so you've got
concerned.
the one girl who's like, well, work harder, and the guys are like, well, we're doing what we can. What, like, first of all, is it even a fair exchange? But that's not even on the books. What I'm talking about is the fact that you've got this evolutionary imperative right now, where that woman, she's not wrong. You do need to work harder. You do need to make more. That's the only thing she can think about because she's worried about long-term security because that's what her psyche has been sort of molded over the last 200,000 years to seek out.
From a game theory perspective, her best strategy is to get a man to commit resources to her. Yeah.
Especially, in her, this is the thing that gets me is it's what's called evolutionary mismatch or evolutionary gap,
evolutionary
right?
mismatch. Yeah.
Where it's like, she doesn't know why she wants that. So she, like, you could tell her, well, here's the stats, and women are, have 65% of the diplomas, the degrees, whatever. They own more homes. They are making more money right now. They're more educated. They're whatever. They're exceeding in the sort of male space now, and they're taking on the roles of being the provider, the protector, and the parental invested, right? And so they become the men that they wanted to marry. Well, so the only one who will be better, the only one who will be suitable for her in the long term is going to be a guy who is better than what she can already provide for herself. And so she's not wrong in the sense that that's the way she feels about it, because she's been sort of programmed over the last 200,000 years.
Where she's wrong,
to feel that way.
Where she's wrong is that when she finds that guy, she's going to be shocked when other women also want him, because
they're sharing that guy. At that point.
Few men meet that criteria of
$5 million.
Again, $5 million.
Well, also, I wanted to, sorry to interject, but I want to say too, if as a woman you're only meeting broke men, that's a problem within you. That's like the woman's problem. If you're only ever
you need crystals and manifestation, and then the rich men show up. Is that how it works?
Well, that's just one part of it.
Yes.
But you really,
Manifest
if you
these
are
rich
the
men.
constant, the same, you're this one person meeting the same person out in different people,
Yeah.
you are the problem.
Yeah.
If you as a woman are only
absolutely.
meeting broke men who don't want to do nice things for you, who don't make you feel valued, that's your problem. That's not the men's problem.
I got a really good super chat here that's kind of timely. It says, why do women say we do not want to have to support a man? Domesticity is a division of labor. Men who select for it understand women can work. They just prefer women who work in the household.
I'm totally fine with either way. If you want a wife who works or a wife who doesn't work, that's fine. What I have an issue with